for Sloth Jiu Jitsu, no gi deep half guard. Let's look at entrances into deep half guard from standing combat base and a kneeling opponent. So let's just say I'm in a seated guard position. Okay, the worst thing I can do is just kind of like fly in and try and grab his leg. You know, I'm just going to run into guillotines, my neck's wide open. So we have to do it smart. If you know, whether Tyrone steps between my legs, which is fine, obviously he'll need to engage to get my back on the mat, or whether I bait him by just opening my legs and he steps in. The main thing is I'm thinking about is I want top hand position. So as he steps in, he'll be looking to kind of, so I want my hands on top of his. So now when I move in and I'm within close to his legs, I can let go, get my head safe by bringing it to the inside. And now from there I'm just rolling underneath him. I want to get my hips under his, so I'll keep the grip on my left hand. My right hand's finding this leg and I'm just basically pulling him on top of me. And we're into our deep half guard position. I'm not going to do anything else from that because we've already covered. Really your main pathways from deep half guard, bottom is the Trinity, which would be over the top, single leg, taking the back. Those three work together. You have a couple of variations of the waiter sweep, and then if they drop the other knee to the mat, we can put leg locks on the leg that's straight, that's on the shoulder. Really, that's all you need from deep half guard. There is other things you can do. There is other things you can do with the gi, but because this is no gi, we want to keep it simple. But we'll be concentrating now on how to get the deep half guard. So if Tyrone is standing, just go over here, bro. Here, I want to bait him into stepping in, so I can just kind of open my legs. He might step in, but I want top hand position. Of course he'll be trying to get my back on the mat, whether picking up my heels or whatever. But as he reaches down, I can kind of make grips, and then I'll butt scoop in. I just want to be hugging his leg, keeping my head on the inside, because if it's on the outside, he can guillotine me. And now I just find that leg, and I'm just basically pulling him on top of me. So another thing I can do is if he's not engaging, say we're here, I can butt scoop in, and even from this distance I can kind of just like put the soles of my feet on his foot. Of course he might pull away and stuff like this here, but again I'm just going to be engaging and waiting on the moment to connect myself to this lead leg. There is no rush on this. He might decide to change angles, and if he does, I'm keeping him in front of me the whole time. Okay, but at no stage am I coming to grab the leg with his hands in the top hand position, because he can just snag and attack my neck. If he drops the combat base, it's even easier. So again, from here, we're not going shin to shin. Okay, so from this time, we're in the position. I can, if he's trying to make grips on me, I can be hand fighting. But when I butt scoop in, I want top hand position again. And again, from there, I will be entering one foot between his legs, hugging his leg with my head on the inside, and then I'll underhook his leg and then just basically pull him on top. And I'm in the deep half guard. Again on that, and just go say, bro. So maybe he is standing, and then he decides to drop the combat base. So it's just a matter of me butt scooping in. I want one leg on the inside. And then if I have top hand position, I'll basically grab his leg and keep my head on the inside, underhook his other leg, and now I'm moving into deep half guard position. If he's on his knees, and we're here, so I'm playing a seated guard. Obviously, I'll probably be looking for a butterfly, which is one option, but maybe I feel that's not a strong part of my game. I just need to get one of my legs between his legs. That can be hard to do if I stay in front of him. So one thing I might do is I might just try to push him on the head, just so he puts his hand on the mat. The minute he does, I'll cut an angle. And once I cut that angle, from here, I can just move in and grab my own ankle. Let's take a look at that again. So say we're here, I might give him a push. As I move in and get my foot in, again, it'll be a whole hand fight to try and get the high underhook. So I'm just basically grabbing my shin, and I put my ear in his chest, And then when the moment's right, I'm going to underhook his leg and roll from my right side to my left side. And I'm in the deep half. Again on that. So we're here. Maybe I'll just give him a push, a shove. Once I get my leg on the inside, very much just like half guard. We covered this at another stage. From there, I'll bring my head up and I'll grab my own shin. And now from that position, I will underhook, roll into the deep half guard position. And now I'm ready to play the game. Do all the stuff that we have covered. So 3 entrances in the deep half from standing, combat base, and a kneeling opponent.